This is Ifashaya Egunjobi of WildWomenDoAsTheyPlease.com, where I'm an oracle reader and guide who assists women in the areas of freedom, self-love, entrepreneurship, and practical solutions to daily living. I assist women in remembering who they were before the world attempted to tame them. I'm back. Okay, so we're going to talk about the body modification. So thank you for the hearts. I had a viewer question about my, hey Jamila, about my ears and just all this stuff. So, hey again. You purple this time, you were pink last time. So she was asking me about the significance. You ain't late, you fine. She was asking me about the significance, and I was telling her I don't really have. I miss y'all too. Look, when y'all start fussing at me, I was like, I need to go ahead and get on here because I've been getting It was loving shade, but I was definitely seeing like the shade. I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me get back on here. So this lady was asking me about, did it have any significance or anything like that? For me, everything you do has significance, but it might not be what you're looking for. So, I know. Don't be talking trash. You like my lippy? It's some old cheapy burgundy something that slide all off your mouth and won't stay on. It's already bleeding all over the place. But anyway. So, okay, where did I start? So, of course, I had earrings when I was a little girl. Most of us I won't say most, but most of the women I know got our ears pierced when we were little. So, that's these. And then I got my second hole when I was like probably in junior high school. And I've always, good morning. You know what? No, that's too much. Y'all understand, I'm not complicated. I'm going to put the lips on and then the eyeliner, and I'm fancy. I don't even think I was 6 months old. Good morning. I don't even think I was 6 months old. And I think in junior high I got my second hole. But I always, as far back as I can remember, wanted my ears completely filled to hear with earrings. And when I knew what a septum ring was many, many moons ago, I knew I wanted one and my nose pierced. So, you should. And let me tell you too, when Aria goes, please take her to a piercing place. Don't take her to the piercing pagoda or whatever them little places are in the mall like our parents took us. Because, it was traumatic to say the least. Oh, thank y'all for the invites and the shares and stuff. Thank you. I'm trying this locking thing again. We're not going to count how many times I've locked so far. We're not going to be petty today. So I'm working my way up my ears. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 on this side. And, 4 not counting the gauges. And 1, 2, 3. 3 on this side, not counting the gauges. So I'm going to work my way up both ears. And that's something I've always wanted to do. And then when I got my, no, don't do it at the mall. It's so many reasons why not. And then so I got this little gold one pierced when I was 28, I think. 28. And then I wanted these two because I figured, I got a nice big old, what they call it, a bell pepper nose. So I figured I could fill that bad boy up. I'm trying to think if it's somewhere else I could put one, but I think that's it. And my septum ring. So let me tell y'all. So, and my gauges that I'm at 3/4. So let me explain this to you. I am a believer in DNA memory, meaning that we carry, and I don't believe that we only carry negative vibes. I just don't. I don't believe it. But I do believe in DNA memory. So I believe that there are things from our ancestral history that we still bring back with us. When I was in 7th grade, I wanted a big afro. Like I could imagine myself with a big, huge afro. But of course, that wasn't in style back then. What was in style back then was the flat wraps and them little beehive hairstyle. So I went with it because, peer pressure or whatever. But I always wanted this big old afro. And, I forgot about that one. I did have my belly button pierced, but my body rejected it. That was part of the reason I got the sunflower tattoo. But when I did, my husband paid some years ago. He paid for my DNA to get done. Now I know they had this whole thing like, oh my God, it's not accurate. Okay, great, whatever. Um, that's fine if that's what you believe. But for me, when I saw it, what I brought from church, it sat down in my spirit when I saw the results. Um, and so one of the groups that came up was the Fulani. And so if you know anything about the Fulani, they love adornment. And one of the main things that you'll see them with is a septum ring. Now, you should totally do it. One thing I've also always been drawn to now, back in the day, I didn't know about black lipstick. But I have always thought it was so beautiful when women had black lips, like really dark lips. I just always thought that was the most beautiful thing. And I almost actually initiated to this one particular African tradition. We'll leave it nameless because then I have to call out where the people are, and they got some issues going on right now I didn't know about. But they do the tribal markings. And I wanted to join that particular one because I wanted the tribal markings. Well, anyway, so when I got the Fulani, result back and I started looking it up, they do the tribal markings. They believe in they have facial tattoos, the black lips, and all of this stuff. To me, before I knew that, it was stuff I was drawn to. It was stuff I wanted to do. Oh, I had a DNA test. My husband got a DNA test done for me, and it came up Fulani. One of them was Fulani. And so I was telling them how a lot of the things that I was naturally drawn to, they did anyway. Because if you check their ears out, a lot of them, depending on, the region, but a lot of them will have an ear full of little hoops. The black lipstick. Yeah, the nose rings. Exactly. The nose rings, because I'm studying now how to stretch this. Because you can actually wear more than one septum ring in one hole, rather than getting re-pierced. Because I don't know if Tamu is still in here, but I ain't interested in getting she just got hers pierced. I'm not interested in getting a second septum ring. So I want to see how to I want to see how to stretch this one so I can wear more than one ring in this hole. Yeah, once you get it, you like, nah, I'm good, I'm straight. And so my piercings and tattoos are something for me that feels like home. My gauges, who asked me that? Phoenix, right? Am I going to stretch? She asked me in the last one. Okay, so let me tell you about how this gauge thing works. You be lying, okay? You like, you know what? I'm going to get up to so-and-so size. The stretching? Does the stretching hurt? Let me know. Hold on. So you be lying, talking about I'm going to just go up to this particular size, and then I'm going to just stop. Most likely you're lying. It's like saying I'm going to get one tattoo and stop. I don't know a lot of people who got one tattoo and stopped. And so, oh, y'all, I got stuff on my chair from when I've been painting. Look at that. Anyway, just in case that's what you're talking about, no, it does not hurt to stretch. If you stretch yourself, that's what I found. Because when I stretch myself, the septum, I'm going to tell you, I haven't done it yet, so I don't know, but I haven't seen anybody. The trick so far, I'm going to tell you, I say from the experience with my ears, I'm a big believer in doing it myself. Now, I know they say you should go to the shop and let a professional do it. The only time it hurt was when I rushed to stretch, because I wanted to be in a particular size at that time, and so I rushed to stretch. And that thing set my whole soul on fire, and I had to go back down 2 sizes. This is 3/4 of an inch. So that's my finger size, pinky size. And I just got these, so I think they're really cute. They have little stones around here, so I think I'm like real cute today or whatever. Yeah. So a honey jar, yes. Let me add it to my list. Hold on. So you want like making a honey jar? Thank you. So no, it does not hurt to stretch. Okay, I wrote it down. It does not hurt to stretch unless you rush a stretch. Now, every time I've gone in to get stretched, it hurt. When I just wait for it, because I also have ear weights, and okay, I also have ear weights, and so I'll wear my ear weights inside of these, and it'll just kind of give it some weight to stretch naturally, or just over time your ears are stretched, because at some point, like if I want to stop, I'll have to start sleeping without my rings in. I mean, without my gauges in, because it'll just keep, Did you? Well, honey, you ought to do a video on it. Look, I'll watch your video and share it. You do a video on it. So what I do is, the way I stretch, I get in the shower. This is when my gauges start falling out by themselves, I know it's time to stretch. So, or I can stretch if I want to. So I go, yeah, I will. So I get in the shower, I run the hot water on my ears, and I massage them and everything when I get out. I massage with oil, and I really rub them down and love all on them. I just rub them and pull them and stretch them and rub them and all that. And then I put whatever the next gauge is. People say that you shouldn't stretch with silicone. I stretch with silicone because I do what the hell I want to do, and it works for me. So silicone is softer, it's easier to sleep in, because once you get to a certain size, depending on what kind of gauge you have in your ear, it's not comfortable to sleep on all this jewelry. So you don't really get to tell me what to do. Oh, and Jamila, I'm gonna tell you, the other day I used your titty oil on my ears. My ears was in love though. Let me tell y'all, I would show y'all, because I'm gonna tell y'all. That's part of this glistenness right up and through here. It's Jamila's titty oil. That ain't what it's called. It's probably like breast massage oil or something. Y'all, listen. It smells amazing. The consistency is amazing. My husband like looking or whatever while I do it, and I'm more than happy to let him, honey. I got off track, didn't I? It's fine. But yeah, so Jamila, it doubled as an ear oil. Yeah, titty oil on it, cause it's such a nice massage. He should, but his hands take up all my oil and stuff. So I'm like, this some good oil. You can massage with coconut oil or something, but Jamila's oil is like gold. So his hands are like this big. So he gonna have my oil all up over here, and knowing him, it's gonna turn into this. So no, okay, he can't help with that one. But coconut oil is wonderful on the boobs and the twat, okay? But yeah, so I doubled it on here. I mean, I doubled my usage, whatever, repurposed it for my ears. And so, it worked really well because it's so thick, and it causes you, it absorbs. I don't know what kind of juju she did on this, but there is really a kind of a thick oil, but it absorbs really well. So you're not greasy afterwards, which is, I don't know what kind of oil that is. So good job. I don't know. Oh, and another question people have asked me, because apparently, because a majority of the stretchers that I see, the ear stretchers that I see, are white people. I don't know if that's the reality, but those are the people that I see the most. And apparently it's a thing where people's ears stink. And so I had somebody ask me, they were like, well, I don't want to ask you this publicly. You're welcome. I don't want to ask you this publicly on your page, but do your ears smell? And I'm like, no, do your ears smell? Apparently it's a thing. So, because this girl at this store that I like a lot, she has huge gauges, like they're like this. And she was like, yeah, because it's something, is it called funk butter or ear funk butter or something? I was like, well, what is it for? She's like, oh, to keep your ears from smelling. I was like, your ears smell? So, I go home and I pop the gauge out and I'm like, I don't smell shit. The difference is, what I figured out, they don't wash their ears or something. That's the only thing I can think. Because like when I get in the shower, I take the same soap that I wash my face with. It's not soap, but a cleanser that I wash my face with, And I clean my ears, and I like massaging with soap, all in the inside, all on the back. I like you clean everything else. I mean, anything you don't wash is gonna stink eventually. So, excuse me, I'm like, apparently not washing your ears is a thing, but I'm like, who does that? Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? So I clean it, and then you let it, you put the oil on it and you let it dry. Like, I take my gauges out for a little bit every day. Even when I'm in the midst of stretching, I take them out and, let them get some air and massage them and you got to take care of them. So I'm not really sure. So if y'all ever hear somebody talking about their ears stink, they not washing them. Okay? And if you're not washing this, you probably ain't washing this. And if you're not washing that, you might not be washing some other stuff. So I'm like, you nasty. Well, that's what I'm saying, Jamila. They leaving their gauges in. And I haven't seen anything that says, like, leave them in and don't clean them. Yeah. But I thought people just clean their ears. Like, don't you wash your ass? Like when you take a bath, don't you kind of clean everything? Because you clean your face. Your face is on your head. So don't you clean your ears? I mean, I can see you maybe not washing your hair every time, but don't you do all this here? This outline right here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, so that's because just in case somebody was wondering, they didn't want to ask, because I've had somebody, a friend of mine, inbox me because she was like, well, I don't want to say anything on your page. I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing. So, yeah, because the lady who told me, she was like, I mean, they be talking about it like matter-of-factly. She was like, yeah, because your ears stink. And I was like, so I was like, back away slowly. Because if and yeah, one thing Jamila brought up with the belly button. I try to have my belly button pierced. I do not have an innie or outie. I have a button. I have like an actual, it looked like you could ring it like a doorbell. It's just like, ding dong. It's a flat little thing. And either I should never have gotten it pierced, or either I should never have gotten my belly button pierced, or I should have gotten longer jewelry or something flexible or something like that. But anyway, yeah, it never healed. I don't know. Apparently, that's the thing. Apparently, we do need to specify that. But yeah, my body did was what they'll call rejecting it. So, yeah. See, I love mine because y'all know how I feel about all this big fineness I got. And it took me, and I was like, it won't stay, like it wouldn't heal. And it looked like, I don't know if it really did, but it kept looking like it was pushing out. So I just finally took it out because I wouldn't get no sleep or nothing. Yeah, and I was thinking, because they had that stuff, Bioplast, that's really bendy. And I thought about getting Bioplast, but then they won't pierce you with Bioplast. And see, I was like, this thing got to be able to move and wiggle or do something, because I don't have like that little flap of skin that people have. So, yeah, so that's what we call rejection. And the other thing, as melanated people, I found is that we generally, if we're going to keloid, we generally tend to keloid from the waist up or from the waist down. You need to be aware of how and where and, you keloid and stuff. I have had, they don't call it keloids, but like a little pressure thing right here. I fix it with tea tree oil. You just apply tea tree oil. My daughter has a whole like concoction that she makes with like tea tree oil and some charcoal and some, I don't know. That's her juju. I'm not sure, because she have really sensitive skin. And as far as my tattoos, because I don't know if that's a thing too that she wanted me to cover, but like this one says, we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. I have on the wrong thing to show y'all my back because I have on a dress. But anyway, so I have that one. I'm going to see if I can show y'all the one on my back. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Can y'all see that? I don't know. I think so. So that's a butterfly. And it's like two Africas. They're mirrored. And I have another one, but I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if y'all can see it. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I don't flash because y'all about to. Okay, can you see that? That's my other one. I'll flex for you. Ugh. And I have an old one from back in the day. I got this when I was 17. Comedy and Tragedy. And I have the one on my foot that talks about the divinity of the earth. I don't even know if y'all be able to see this. Hold on. Can y'all see it? It talks about the divinity of the earth. It means the earth has weight. I was not planning on doing that at all. Let me see. I don't have my bangles on, so y'all can finally see this one. It says, be free. Here we go. Be free. What else? Oh, y'all know my sunflower one. Have y'all seen it? So I don't have to flash for nothing. I already took my top down. So, have y'all seen it? Let me know. Have you seen my sunflower one? So I don't... Yes, y'all seen it. Okay, good. So I don't have to. Y'all trying to be funny. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Y'all ain't no good. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to make sure I ain't showing nothing else. Okay. That's my, and this is where my belly ring, yes, Phoenix. This is where it rejected, but I'm trying not to flash out. So these are my stretch marks, and yes, it did hurt on my stretch marks especially. But so that took about 5.5 hours. Yeah, I told you. It's a ding dong. It's a button. It's like a Pillsbury Doughboy button. You guys playing? No. So yeah, and it goes pretty far down. Like these are, there we go, and it's right there. And then this is, oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to play modest at least. So my wild women do as they please. Quote. That's where it started. So that's where that started. I don't think my husband will have a fit. If he does, it'd be y'all's fault. I ain't show nothing. But, so that tattoo says, of course, girls do as they're told, ladies do as expected, and wild women do as they please. So, I actually had a tattoo before I changed the business name. So, because I saw the original quote said, it was something very similar, but it used goddesses and the wording was different. But I definitely got the sentiment from the sister. She's not even on Facebook anymore. I don't think. But she was a friend of the Ialosha Oshunyemi Akalatunde, who is amazing. Who was she was a very, very, very big part of me learning about this wild woman thing, about this path to womanhood, about there being no bitch assness on this path to womanhood. She had a huge part in that. I actually thought she was nuts. And I was like, she hate men and she's crazy. And that, I had all these feelings about it. Yeah. So, but I had to learn a lot of times those things that we need to know, they seem crazy at first. So, yes, I'm like, who doesn't love her? Like, if you don't love her, I would be like looking at you side-eye. When did you begin this path? Girl, I think I came out like this. But I wasn't able to embrace it in the very beginning because I was a kid. Like, you got to do as you're told. Girls do as they're told. And then I was a lady, because I was a minister. I was a minister, So I was a lady with my long dresses and, you don't show anything and, you submissive to your husband. That I don't know if that ever went very well, but I tried. It went for lack of trying. So, I did as I was told. And so I just graduated to this. I say honestly, Loretta, probably in the last maybe 2-3 years that I really got pretty decent at it. It started off as something that I said. Yes, I was a minister, honey. Yes. I had my little papers and everything. And not the ones you order online, because I had those too. But yeah, I had to do a trial sermon and everything. Yeah. Now see, I ain't go that far. I'm so glad I ain't invest that much in it. Lord have mercy. Listen, them people would have been so mad, because I used to, and I probably wouldn't have made it that far, because part of the reason I got in trouble all the time, even as a minister, and yeah, I got in trouble as a minister, ain't that trifling, was because I asked questions all the time. And I did not like being told just to have faith. That stuff still sets my soul on fire. I hate it. When I ask you a question and your only response, instead of just saying, you know what, I don't know. Just have faith. Just have faith. Honey, it was terrible. Because I told y'all that time I got in trouble with the bishop. I got in trouble. Like, I was put, like, I couldn't, they told me I wasn't allowed to talk to the bishop unless I had somebody there. Because apparently you're not supposed to say certain things to the bishop. So anyway, see, my pastor was a woman. Even though I think she liked women, but she was a woman. But what her energy was that she broke up a lot of the relationships, family relationships, husband-wife relationships. She set children against their parents. It was terrible. I can believe you got banned from a Catholic church. It makes perfect sense. I don't know why they let you in to start with. Yeah. I don't know why they let you in. They should have shut the door when they saw you coming. So, yeah. So, I think that's all of my, Oh, and the day after my birthday, I will be getting another tattoo that I will be flashing and showing everybody. So, yeah, she a troublemaker like that. So, I'll be showing y'all that. I hate this lipstick. This is the one I could find before I got on here, though. But I will be getting it June 22nd. I'm so excited. And this time the place I'm going to is a woman-run tattoo place. I need to do some blabs. Which y'all send me on my inbox me some blab topics, because they have to be really interactive. So the blab topics can't be about me, can't be personal questions. Just send me some topics. Because I have one more thing that I'll probably cover tonight. Because this one I wanted to cover tonight because it was a big one. I know this was Mariah. She was asking, in short, she wrote this wonderful inbox, but in short she said, can a wild woman and a tamed man maintain a long-term relationship? That's gonna be so fun. That might have to be a blab. I have to see if I have time to blab tonight. Maybe I do a Periscope and then we could do a blab about it another time. Yeah. Maybe that'll be. What am I get? A sunflower, of course. Oh, whole stories. Yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do with whole stories is what I'm gonna do with whole stories, because I have a cipher that I meet with here in Charlotte, and so we're gonna do whole stories at my house. But since you asked, Loretta, we can do whole stories. I want to be able to find. I gotta go back and look at Blab and see if it's at least where I can do a private invite or something more private where I can talk to y'all, but where y'all can talk back, cause the way I'm gonna set it up, cause really what it's about is sexual liberation. It's about us being able to have those conversations about what our initial experiences were with sex, whether it was the things that we were told, whether it's actual experience, because some of us experience when I don't think I did that I remember, but it keeps coming up and stuff. But being, if you were exposed to sex before you even knew what sex was, if you want to be able to say what your number is, because a lot of women have lied about their number. The fact that, and we've been discussing this off and on, that men even feel like they can ask you your number, first of all, is the issue. But then that we feel pressure to lie about the number because anybody above them is, any number above them is too much. And why do they feel like that I have to, that that's something to even ask? And how it's a Google Hangout. How many people can I get in a Google Hangout? Is it still 10? Cause I wanna be able to get a bunch of y'all in there. And my camera been acting funny on my computer, but I might be able to steal my daughter's camera, or I might just pay extra to get one of these little things for a month, and maybe just try to pack a bunch of y'all in there. Blab is easy. That ain't nothing we can't teach you though. Blab.me. All it is a live platform. Like if we get on there right now, you'll see 4 boxes. So I'll be in one box, and then if you click call in, it'll be, those 3 little things. You'll call in, you'll be in one of those boxes. Or it's a whole chat on the side. It's very similar to this, except it's just more interactive. Well, if we do a blab and somebody get in there acting stupid, I can just kick them out. Or y'all can fuck with them in the chat if you want to. I mean, I'm a big believer in petty. I like to mess with people when they start stuff in the chat. I enjoy it personally. So we can do that either way. So yeah, okay. So I'm doing it here. Sometime July. I can't remember what the number is. The date is. Cause I haven't opened up my sister cipher in a long time, so we're gonna do this last one, and then so I'm gonna have to do a Periscope about how to use Blab. So after this one, we're gonna open up and see if anybody wants to join us and see if they're a good fit. So yeah, maybe we could do the whole Chronicles in July on Blab too. I know. I'm geared to get, because tonight, if I have time tonight, I'm going to bust out one last one because I want to do that Wild Woman tonight, because I'm going to try to pull up her actual message and take out any personal stuff that might be. And I don't think she said anything personal, but take any personal stuff out of it so we can, do that Periscope, and then I set up a Blab because I want to set it up to schedule it so I can get as many people in there as want to come in there. So anyway, it's getting close to time, I think, for me to go pick my puppy up, and I don't want them to call and interrupt the Periscope. I love y'all, and y'all make me so happy. I'm so happy that when I come on, y'all are still here, even when I've been slack as hell, and I'm sorry, but promise, I was working. Trying to build this business. Not trying to. I'm building this business. I'm building a legacy for these churn. So I really, really, really appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all getting in my ass saying, hey, helpful, we in Periscope, where the hell you at? So I do appreciate that. I don't have thin skin. So, Jamila, you can't really say a lot. Okay? You can't really say a whole lot. You did what, 2 since I've been gone? Don't be petty, okay? Let's leave our infighting in my inbox, okay? Let's not fight in front of people, all right? Just y'all rude as hell. Try petty ass. Okay, so I am gonna do it though. I can't even check my calendar because it's on my phone. But yeah, we definitely gonna cover this Wild Woman Tame Man. So y'all go ahead, get your stuff ready, get your comments locked and loaded. Cause I do want to do this Periscope, and then I'm gonna schedule a Blab for it later. Okay. So I love y'all. And I know love does not make videos, as Jamila Petty ass said. But I will see y'all soon. Oh, double.